Hey there, Happy New Year! Today is January 1st, 2019. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, but you can call me Pajama Grandma. Today, so many people are going to be setting goals and starting resolutions or, resolving that they're going to create things. And I wrote some resolutions first thing this morning when I got up, sat by the Christmas tree, which is still up, by the way. And because I love the Christmas tree, I love the lights. I set some resolutions, some things that I resolved to change about myself and my life this year. And those are really personal to me. But one of the things that I have resolved to do is to be more happy, to be more joyous. I have a friend in the United Kingdom. Her name is Joy, as a matter of fact, and she teaches people how to be more joy-filled, how to find more happiness in their life. And I've been studying happiness for several years now, and I haven't really done anything on purpose to create and generate more happiness in my life. And I was up north at the cabin, and I stumbled upon, and it's going to be backwards, a little journal called Do One Thing a Day That Makes You Happy. And there's at least 365 pages in this. I decided that beginning today, this year, January 1st, on my Pajama Grandma page, from now until the end of this year, every day I'm going to come on to my Pajama Grandma page, and I'm going to share whatever the next activity or prompt or quiz or saying from famous people from the past, famous people from today. The authors of this book, which I'm going to peek in the back and see if they're in here and grab my magnifying glass so I can share that with you, are, actually this one is just copywritten in 2017, so this book was just recently published by Robbie LLC, or Robbie LLC. It is published in the United States by Clarkson Potter Publishing and Penguin and Crown Publishing, yada, yada, yada. So that's the publishers, but that's who it's copywritten by. Okay, no authors. Let me see on the back. Nope, doesn't say. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I still like it. I did, and I'm just finishing up a year of doing one thing a day that scares me. I think today is day 259 of that year-long challenge. I do that on my customer catcher page. But Pajama Grandma is who I am this year, last year, and this year. And so I want to continue to grow that. And as part of that, part of why I'm the Pajama Grandma is that I want to be happy. And so I want to bring you with me on this journey to be happy. Last year I stretched my comfort zone. This year, now that my comfort zone's stretched, I'm all about what makes me happy. So every day I will share with you whatever the next thing is in this book. Kind of like the comfort zone stretching one. Sometimes it's a scary activity. Sometimes it's not. But the first thing we're going to do is date. And in the book, they have a happiness meter. And it's on a scale of, it doesn't have a scale. You can put your own scale on it. Let's say it's got 10 hatch marks. So let's do a percent. I like percent. So from 0 to 100, where do you fall on this happiness scale? Just write down a number today. If you want, you can go and find this journal. I'm sure it's available at Amazon or online. I should have made it available or a link available, but I didn't think about it till just now. It's fun to go along and do the journal with me, to go through and write your own responses, write your own answers. Because at the end of the year, guess what? You have this amazing living journal and document of all of the ways. This is my Do One Thing a Day That Scares You one. Of all of the amazing things that you've done. And you can go back and look on it and say, oh, I don't think I've grown at all this year. I don't think I've stretched my comfort zone. Guess what? Every day I have done something in 2018 to stretch my comfort zone. And I'm not done yet because I did it a different way, so I still have a bunch of pages. So I'll probably, instead of just doing 365 days, I'll probably play this out on my customer catcher page until it's all done. Those videos are all available there. If you need to stretch your comfort zone and want to step out and move toward what it is that you want, this is a great way to do it. One little thing a day makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference in our comfort level, in our confidence. And so I know that this is going to make a huge difference in how happy and how joyous and how appreciative and grateful and how amazing my life is. And yours will be too if you do it along with me. So today, our assignment, our challenge is to rate from 0 to 10 or 0 to 100, however you want to do it. What is your happiness level right this minute, right now, today, wherever you're hearing my voice or seeing my face, whenever you're listening to this? How happy are you? There was a a survey asked, and it was about 100 years ago, and it was a French survey. And the question was, what makes you happiest? What makes you happiest? I think it was a survey. What did it say? It's a survey of, it was the Proust questionnaire. And then it was in France. It was a questionnaire with 30 questions about happiness. Maybe it was just 30 questions. And one of the questions was, what makes you happiest? And that was then published 100 years later called the Proust questionnaire. And it was in Vanity Fair magazine. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff about happiness out there. And you can read a ton of books about happiness. I've read a ton of books about happiness, especially since my sudden cardiac arrest. And guess what? I don't know that I'm much happier. I'm definitely happier. That's a lie. I don't know how much happier I am. And so this year, I'm going to be happier on purpose. And I want you to come with me. So let me do this since I'm talking about it. I'm going to date it 1/1/19 for 1/1/2019. And what's my happiness quotient right now? How happy do I feel? I'm going to say about a 5 or 50%. Because there's some stuff in my life that's going awesome, and there's other stuff that could be better. So I'm just going to fill my little happiness thermometer. Maybe I'll color it in later with a marker, but I'm going to fill it up about halfway. That is my today, January 1st, happiness quotient. Now, I could give you some reasons for why I'm not 100% happy, but that's just excuses. But I got a lot of stuff I need to deal with, mostly moving and my house and things, and actually just downsizing. I'm making a massive change in downsizing because I know that's going to lighten my load and make me happier. But it's also got kind of a double-edged sword. It's kind of a huge project that also makes me a little nervous, and that makes me not happy. So that's why, and one of the main reasons why, I'm going to say I am right in the middle of the happiness zone. So where are you? Scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 100. If you're 0 happiness, we need to work on that today, and you definitely need to come along on this journey with me. So that's it. Every day, we're going to do one thing a day that makes us happy. Today, we're just going to touch base with where we are. And tomorrow, I'm peeking ahead. I can't read it without my magnifying glass, so I'll read it to you tomorrow, and we will do this together. We'll find that by doing just one little thing a day, thinking about or changing our perspective or seeing a quote or having a challenge or doing an exercise or appreciating something, whatever this book may hold for us, I 100% guarantee that at the end of the year, you will be happier than you are right now. I guarantee I won't be a 5 at the end of the year. I'm a 5 right now, but I won't be a 5 at the end of the year. How do I know? Because the same thing happened to me with the Daily Scare Share. And this one was actually written in 2014, also by Rogue. No, this was Rogue. This isn't Roby. This is Rogue. This is interesting. I believe the company changed hands. Roby instead of Rogue E. Well, that's interesting. This one was by Diane G. Smith and Robbie Rogie. And it was published by Random House and Potter Style, whatever that means. It was printed in China, first edition. This is a first edition, all written up and changed. But I've loved this book, and I know that my comfort zone has been stretched. The things that scare me now are very different than the things that scared me a year ago. A year ago, I was scared to death to do a Facebook Live. And now I've done literally, I did thousands of them in 2018. Like, I think 2,241 or something was last count. And then there was, a few days left in the year, and I do about 4 a day. So I did a lot of videos last year, a lot of Facebook Lives, a lot of podcasts, a lot of content creation, and a lot of publishing. And I'm going to continue that this year on Pajama Grandma, this page you're on right now, doing one thing a day that makes me happy. I'm not begging you, but I'm encouraging you to come along with me. If you can't be here every day, don't worry. Pop in when you can and see what you get out of it. But those of you that join me for the entire journey, I'm going to have prizes at the end of the year because it takes a huge commitment to actually do something every day for an entire year. But the rewards are unbelievable. I set a goal a long time ago to exercise every day for a year after my cardiac arrest. And everybody told me I was crazy, that I couldn't possibly do it, that I was setting myself up for failure. And so as soon as somebody tells me I can't do something, wham, I'm for sure going to do it. And so, of course, I exercised every day for that year and then the next 7 years and pretty much now every day. I did miss some days in 2017. I had a health challenge where I couldn't get out of bed. And so it was pretty hard to exercise. I did kind of stretch and stuff, but it didn't really count. That's it. Have a fantastic day. Sorry for the long rambling. I'm just really excited to start this project with you and make all of our lives happy, because by us being happy, we automatically make the world a better place. Bye. Catch you tomorrow. Jam Grandma out.